As a young person, our futures are because of the decision making that's going on today. And I just thought, hey, if I could make one difference in this election, it would be this.
The nationwide shortage of poll workers as a result of the pandemic has inspired a young generation of Americans to step up and fill in for poll workers who are typically older and at a higher risk if exposed to the virus.
Through the Poll Hero Project, founded by a group of students at Princeton University, Denver East High School, and the University of Chicago, students like Kaiser Amaki, a 19-year-old student at Princeton University and co-founder of the project, are working around the clock to recruit other young poll workers all across the country.
The project actually started as Vote 2020 by Mail, where we were working on getting funding for vote by mail efforts nationally. And while we were asking election officials, people, what the largest problem for the election was, it turned out that the biggest thing was the shortage of poll workers. Most poll workers are over 60 traditionally, so they're a lot more vulnerable to COVID-19. As we've grown, we've started picking up people from around the country. We have people, volunteers from Philadelphia, from California, from Texas, from everywhere, just so we make sure that we can get poll workers everywhere. There's a huge need in many, many places. And we've expanded nationally to try and recruit poll workers everywhere where they're needed, mostly focusing on big cities and swing states, so places like Detroit in Michigan, Milwaukee in Wisconsin, Phoenix in Arizona, Atlanta, Georgia, all these places where there's this huge need for poll workers.
The Poll Hero Project estimates that through their efforts, they have been able to recruit approximately 32,500 poll workers for the upcoming election.
When you don't have poll workers, there's a huge risk to polling places getting shut down. In the primaries for Milwaukee earlier this year, normally they have around 180 polling places. They only had 5 because the rest of them got closed down due to a shortage of poll workers. They didn't have enough people to staff them. And I think that that can really disproportionately impact minorities, low-income communities, cities, and that can be a real detriment to the election. It can make it so that not everyone has equal opportunity to vote.
In this country, we have the great right to vote and have a say in the government, and I think everyone should take advantage of that and try and help in any way that they can, whether that's just casting your vote, or if you're not old enough, even just staying informed and let your voice shine.
I have a lot of friends who tell me like, oh, politics is boring. Stop talking to me. But I tell them that this is your future at stake.
We have historically had lower turnout, lower engagement rates as a demographic, and if we really want to create the world we want to see, then we have to get out there and get participating.